let me remind you that there are here experts from over 30 countries participating in Bucharest. Not an easy thing to do, and I don't know how that could have slipped my mind. So let's resume. I was saying that I do hope you've had an enjoyable break, these couple of minutes. And now we will resume the works. We now have a keynote speech from one of our distinguished guests, Mr. Matthias, SACHS, Cybersecurity Policy Lead for Europe from Google. Thank you very much. The floor is all yours. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right. Yep. Thank you, everyone. My name is Matthias, SACHS, and I lead Google's cybersecurity policy work in Europe. And it's a distinct honor to be here today and talk about cybersecurity and how it relates to AI. Cybersecurity is top of mind for many businesses, governments, and citizens all around the world, and it's no surprise. In today's environment of rapid technological adoption, the stakes are higher than ever. To name just a few examples as displayed on the slide, phishing attacks against NATO countries rose by 300% since the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Ransomware has repeatedly paralyzed the healthcare sector, threatening access to life-saving care. And adversaries are leveraging Gen AI in information operations, targeting democratic elections. Trust in the future of the open internet rests on our ability to protect it. And at Google, we feel the immense weight of the responsibility that comes from billions of users entrusting us with some of their most personal information. It's a responsibility we take incredibly serious. The conventional wisdom is that the rapid evolution of generative AI could tilt the advantage to attackers over defenders, intensify cybercrime, fuel geopolitical competition, and sow political division. Make no mistake, we have every reason to believe that cyber adversaries will attempt to use LLMs to their advantage. Information operations by state-backed actors and hacktivists leverage LLMs for realistic, inauthentic content and for more targeted social engineering. One example on this slide, and I guess most of you have seen that, is a screenshot of a deepfake showing Ukrainian President Zelensky supposedly capitulating to Russia in March 2022. A video spreads to weaken Ukrainian resolve and create chaos. Threat actors are experimenting with LLMs for the purpose of social engineering and crafting novel malware. Mandiant identified interest in such LLMs by APT43, a North Korean threat actor, with group members possessing logins to multiple publicly available tools. And there were even reports of a Gen AI tool called WarmGPT, designed to generate realistic emails for business email compromise, circulating on the dark web. But it's also important to emphasize that AI is already a key element of the cyber defense toolbox today. Google has been using machine learning in our platform defenses for more than a decade. Every Gmail inbox, for instance, is equipped with a scanner that relies on a machine learning model to filter out more than 99.9% of all spam and phishing emails by default. The Google Play Store, where Android users download mobile apps, utilizes a real-time AI-enabled scanning tool to identify potentially malicious apps. To date, we've detected and blocked more than 500,000 apps from exploiting our users. Machine learning has enabled Google to deliver security at a far greater scale by automating complex tasks that require human-like reasoning. We see vast potential for AI security use cases throughout the software development lifecycle and up and down the technology stack. On threats, with simulated attack path exploiting unmitigated vulnerabilities and misconfigurations. On configuration safety, with proactive recommendations on controls, permissions, and configurations. On detection and response, with anomaly detection based on baseline endpoint telemetry and AI-generated incident reports. And regarding secure code development, by embedding AI software into software development. The target end state is to stitch these systems together to create self-securing, self-repairing networks. Nevertheless, this degree of integration is still a years away. We believe artificial intelligence holds the promise of reversing the defender's dilemma and helping us to build more cyber-resilient societies. However, achieving intelligence holds, Achieving these goals will require constant engagement between government and industry to drive research, testing, and adoption of AI-augmented cyber defenses, to design standards and guardrails for the bold and responsible use of AI, and to develop a deep understanding of our adversaries' offensive capabilities. Since they will most certainly use AI to their advantage, our defenses must stay a step ahead. If we treat all AI or all dual-use models as inherently risky and mandate prescriptive regulations before we as an industry understand what works and what doesn't, we put ourselves at greater risk. At the Munich Security Conference earlier this year, we therefore launched the AI Cyber Defense Initiative. At this initiative's heart is a belief, backed up by new commitments and investments, that AI has the potential to strengthen rather than weaken the world's cyber defenses if we build the right foundations today. This is a pivotal moment. What we need is a bold research and policy agenda to unlock the science and create structural conditions to provide maximum advantage for defenders, while limiting the potential for malicious use of AI. Securing AI from the ground up, we have to develop and promote frameworks to drive consistent high standards for safety and security. Empowering defenders over attackers, we have to counter adversarial use of AI in cyber information operations while maximizing agility for defenders. Advancing research cooperation, it is important to invest in public-private research to generate scientific breakthroughs. But let's take a step back and discuss strategies to secure AI from the ground up. All AI technologies, especially those developed for cyber defense, must be secure by design and deployed in a secure by default manner, or they will become vectors for vulnerabilities like any other technology, fueling the trend we are seeking to stop. AI systems have a unique threat model, and if organizations don't take that into account, they put themselves at risk for model theft, data poisoning, prompt injection, data extraction, and other risks. Google introduced the Secure AI Framework, or CYF, in June 2023 to help us communicate how we approach AI risk management from an end-to-end perspective. We believe CYF can offer a set of principles for organizations of all sizes, both enterprise and government organizations, on how to leverage people, process, and technology to deploy AI safely and securely. The essence of CYF is that organizations should take steps such as starting with a strong security foundation and continuously assessing the need for new controls to protect AI systems and the data they rely on. Understand your AI threat model, how it might be targeted, and proactively adjust your organization's content and abuse policies. And embed AI risk management with corresponding enterprise cybersecurity, privacy, supply chain, and other business risk management processes. One of our principal learnings to date is that the methods by which we protect AI data pipelines will increasingly need to resemble the methods by which we protect our software supply chains. This is why industry-led forums like the Coalition for Secure AI, or COSAI, are so important. We are extremely proud to participate in COSAI, which we launched alongside partners including Microsoft, NVIDIA, IBM, Intel, and many others earlier this year to develop standards around the use of cryptography to create verifiable provenance for AI datasets. COSAI will play a key role in other AI security efforts as well, including establishing consensus frameworks for understanding offensive tactics that could be used for target AI models, and a corresponding defenders framework to help organizations understand mitigations and prioritize investments. Similarly, COSAI will focus on AI risk governance and develop a risk and controls taxonomy to guide practitioners as they approach audits and conformance assessments. Just as it's critical to identify strategies to secure the AI supply chain, it is also critical that AI companies like Google lead by example through voluntary commitments and partnerships to fund applied research into AI safety and share best practices. We are fostering AI safety research, supporting some of the world's leading minds, both in industry and academia, in their work to solve hard problems in AI research and AI safety. For instance, Google helped establish the AI Safety Fund, which recently solicited a $10 million initial funding round for AI safety research proposals. One excellent example of AI research, as displayed on the slide, in action is called SynthID, a collaboration between Google DeepMind and Google Clouds to develop a digital watermarking tool that leaves a machine-readable signature on AI-generated content, enabling users to more accurately discern authentic versus AI-generated content. We are also helping to analyze the AI threat landscape, as actionable threat intelligence empowers governments and private actors to participate and anticipate threats and implement countermeasures. One way technology companies like Google can play an impactful role in the ecosystem is by bringing transparency into the behavior and motivations of threat actors as they experiment with AI. One good example of how this can work in practice is the AI Red Team report. The team at Google tasked with breaking our own products so that we can fix them better than before. The report laid out a taxonomy of AI-specific attacks, such as prompt injection, and offered strategies on how to pair traditional cyber defense controls with AI-specific controls and techniques. We are using insights from our AI Red Team to inform the way we implement AI protections at the model, application, infrastructure, and data layers. And we are combating inauthentic content. If we want to weaken threat actors' ability to exploit information operations powered by AI, an important step is providing online users greater transparency into what content is real and authentic and what content is altered or AI-generated, so they can make informed decisions about what to trust. That's one reason why organizations like the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authenticity, or C2PA, exist, which is developing standards and shared tools capturing and authenticating metadata for images and videos so that it's harder for attackers to tamper with the metadata. It is also why we joined the Tech Accord to combat deceptive use of AI in elections in February at the Munich Security Conference, along with other companies in our industry. We are implementing robust protections to ensure that malicious actors can't use AI-generated deepfakes of political candidates or other officials using our tools or host third-party malicious content on our platforms. On top of that, we know that there's an alarming shortage of qualified cybersecurity skills professionals in Europe. ENISA and others have cited the shortage of cybersecurity expertise and trained professionals as a key risk facing European organizations. And to Google, we are committed, at Google I should have said, we are committed to doing our part to closing this cybersecurity skills gap in Europe. 1 year ago, we announced our $15 million Google.org Cybersecurity Seminars program in collaboration with the European Cyber Conflict Research Incubator, which supports selected universities across Europe to increase access and opportunities for students interested in learning about the key topics in the field of cybersecurity and exploring career opportunities. Across Europe, including Ukraine, we expect to enroll over 2,000 students and support over 3,000 local community organizations. And I'm very pleased to share with you that we also have 2 Romanian entities participating in this program. The Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science at the Transylvania University of Brașov and the Faculty of Automation and Computers of the Technical University of Cluj. In addition, Google for Startups is continuing its support for cybersecurity startups by launching the 3rd edition of the Google for Startups Growth Academy. We believe startups are key to solve the world's biggest challenges, and AI is one of their sharpest tools. Our goal is to empower cybersecurity startups to innovate responsibly and leverage AI technology in a transformative fashion. At Google, we believe we have an inherent responsibility to ensure that the billions of people we protect every day and are safe when using our products and services. This is our first priority. We know we can't do this alone. The internet requires cooperation amongst all of us. It requires solutions built with open and secure frameworks, solutions that are secure by default, easy to use, and shift the burden from the user to the technology companies that are prepared to defend against a complex threat landscape. And it requires building the digital instincts of people all over the world on how to stay safe. This is why I'm excited to be here with you today, and I'm looking forward to continue the dialogue and the collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you very much,